operatives.
Subterfuge. That's the topic of today's video. Actually, it's the RGB10Max3 Pro 3 hearts. I don't know if that's just starting out in Legend of Zelda or they love me a lot, but subterfuge. Sneaky, sneaky stuff, Gary. Let's just break it down for everyone. Much in the same manner that shadowy agents or a dropshipper that didn't know they were doing anything wrong got us the X55, so too the RGB10Max3 has arrived through sinister back alleys. Now, JLash sent it. Thank you, JLash. Beloved patron JLash. Join the Discord, become a patron, become a cool guy like JLash. Now, JLash sent it to me, but he acquired it from someone that received it very early, perhaps too early, perhaps sooner than it should have been sent out. Ooh, but, I don't know. I don't know. Is there another civil war brewing in PowKiddy? Almost certainly not. I think they just sent this out to someone by mistake. But, that's on brand for them too. But let's see what it is. We got the RGB10 Max 3 Pro in triple hearts. We got to add more stuff to it. Oh, I forgot. Our color is beige. I like tan, but just calling it beige makes it seem, I don't know, unappealing. Well, came with a Wi-Fi adapter. Ooh, came with a USB-C cable. Look at that. That's purple inside. Ain't that neat? And a manual that is not super helpful. I'm gonna get this Wi-Fi dongle out. I'm gonna get this. Work with me here. I'm gonna rip the bag. I gotta send this back to JLash, so I gotta be careful with it, you know. Bag out of the way. Get this out of the way. And ooh, it's like a desert tan. It's like a khaki almost. Well, let's just go over what she looks like. Got L1, L2, R1, R2. They're in line, but I like that. I like that I can reach over, and they're not super loud. Pretty standard buttons. They feel good. Clickable sticks. You got D-pad. Feels pretty good. It's not the same D-pad as the X55. It's a little smaller, but it's not that god-awful D-pad from the RK 2023. All your stuff's on top. You get your power button, your SD card. Now, it didn't come with an SD card, so I kind of just grabbed the SD card out of this one. You got your power in, your OTG port, HDMI out. We'll get to that in a secondary video. You got your headphone jack on the top. I don't like that. I like it better on the bottom. But that's it. The sides and the bottom are clean. And nothing on the back except for this cool fan grate, I guess. I don't know. I like that. It's tan. It's beige, I guess. They're calling it beige. Do a little size comparison. Here's the X55. And the X55 is bigger. It's got a bigger screen. This has a 5-inch screen. This is what, a 6-inch screen? Maybe? I forget. But, I love those buttons. The RGB10 Max 3 Pro heart. It's more compact. I feel like you can kind of bear down on it. It doesn't wobble or anything. It doesn't feel like I'm going to break it. It's very sturdy. It's not ostentatious. But I don't know that it's as ergonomic because it doesn't have these, rounded corners. But time will tell. Get out of here, X55. We're talking about the Max 3 Pro. Yeah, I think it's interesting too. There's no branding. PowKiddy, there's all your stats on the back. This one just no. I don't know if that's because this is an early model that they shouldn't have shipped. We'll see what the final ones look like. But I kind of like that. It's just clean. I don't know what that is. You get that? There's like a weird whorl. Bad plastic, maybe? I don't know. Took a spill. Whatever. Let's just turn her on. Oh, before I forget, I didn't talk about these function buttons. You got F1, F2. So those are, I guess, programmable keys. You have your volume down, your volume up. They're on the right side at least, but it's kind of weird in the middle. And then select and start. JELOS has been pumping out builds for this sucker for the whole month of July. It's based off of another chipset. It's a clone of a different handheld they already supported, so they said, hey, let's just chuck that on there with them. Now, since I took my SD card out of the X55, it was already formatted for JELOS. All the folders are there, so I mean we're just good to go. All of our stuff's there. I will say one thing off the bat. This sucker is a fingerprint magnet. So first thing I want to do, I'm going to go into system settings. And I notice this is something that crops up a lot with the JELOS builds, is that the brightness kind of just always defaults to low. I'd rather have it all the way to 100%. Battery life be damned, especially if I'm going to be filming. So something I realized again with JELOS on the X55 is that the default scaling is on demand. And I always end up individually setting each emulator to performance. I'm just going to set it to performance now because I want all my games to run. I don't want to have to do it on the fly. Now, I guess I could go in and, SNES and below, 16-bit and below, scale that down a little bit and squeeze some more battery out. But I would like the games to play better. We're going to try Game Boy Advance just because I think this screen ideally suited, and it is. This plays really nice. This is a really nice, I mean, for $115, play a bunch of PSP and Game Boy Advance on this widescreen, this beautiful widescreen. That's not bad. I'm mildly impressed by the Game Boy Advance performance on here. I mean, I don't know what else I expected, but that screen is beautiful. Oh, this might be the new ultimate budget Game Boy Advance machine. Oh, I'm impressed. Okay, kind of impressed here. Oh, watch it, buddy. All right, Gary, I'm actually like sitting here playing Game Boy Advance and just enjoying myself, forgetting I'm filming. So we got Do Crazy Taxi.
We're back. It's Crazy Taxi 2. Wait up, where you going? Someone up or you're gonna run out of time.
How do I stop? Oh. Dreamcast plays pretty well. Let's see how PSP plays. This is a nice wide screen. It's got an A311D processor. Just consider it to be like a less powerful T618. It's more powerful than the 3566 like you would have in the X55 or the RK 2023 or the 353 lines. Ooh, you want to drive a Cobalt? Whoa! Can we bump it up? Can we bump it up to 2x? Okay. It's still playing pretty well. That looks really nice. That looks beautiful. Am I going the wrong way? I was going the wrong way. Well, shoot. Can we get it to 3x? Now we're really pushing our luck. Crap, Gary, it's the fuzz. Whoa! Alright, well that's fun, but let's see what else we can do. Wow, 3x, I'm impressed. But you see that? See it right there? Just for me pressing F1? I mean, maybe I got extra greasy hands today, I don't know. Let's try God of War. This'll make or break this sucker, I tell you what. Let's try 2x. Ooh. It's smooth. That's really smooth.
Suffering for years, Kratos, the once great general, now known as the ghost of Sparta, pledged himself
I'm
to
gonna
challenge
wander off while the intro plays. What did I miss? Oh shoot. It's live. Oh man. Wow. Alright, it's dipping a little bit, but it's really good. I mean, a control stick ain't nothing to write home about. It's a switch stick, basically, but tell you what, not too bad at all. PSP is playing amazing on here, and a beautiful screen at 2 or 3x resolution, depending. And this sucker's only $115. And that's a nice ratio for PSP. This might be a decent budget, air quotes, for $115. But I mean, that's not terrible. But a budget PSP machine, huh? That's not bad. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna pause here for a second. I got my handy USB 256 little drive with some GameCube and PlayStation 2 games. I'm gonna try to see how it does with the super high-end stuff. And thanks to the Wi-Fi adapter. Wait, there it is. I just plug that in on top. So I'm gonna do that off camera because I don't really know how to do it. So I'm probably gonna fiddle around for a while. But we'll be back. Okay, I ended up just hooking it up to the computer. I didn't know how much space I had left on the card and it stalled, so I just did it on the computer. But PS2, I added Final Fantasy X and NCAA Football 11. Let's see if it'll play football. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let's pause for station identification again. How do I... Uh-oh. Okay, I think I did it. Another thing that's come up is this SD card's really hard to get out. So I've been using one of these kids' plug stoppers, right? Like, you know, kid, don't electrocute yourself. I've been using this to poke... It's in the game. I've been using this to poke the SD card to get it in and out because my fingernail, and it's not super short. It's not, you know, terribly manicured, but I for the life of me, I can't get that dang thing out of there. Hey. Hey, this is playing okay. Oh my god, I got some massive nostalgia. I can hear it. It's a little slow. Alright, real talk. The menus are great. I don't know how to get out of Aether. I need to figure out how to get Aether turned off like a normal human being. It's kind of a bummer, but I wasn't expecting perfect PlayStation 2 performance. It would have been neat if I could have played old football games. I tried Final Fantasy X. I had Final Fantasy X running somewhat decently on my RP3, just a regular RP3. So this should be okay. Alright, well, let's just put a pin in the PlayStation 2. We're going to do an in-depth review in the next couple of days, and I'll really... I'll get a new SD card and just load it up with PS2 games. But for now, let's just say PS2's not great. We'll plummet a little bit. Maybe I'll email someone and say, hey, what button do I press to get to the hotkey? But we'll figure it out. Okay, let's try GameCube. I got Fire Emblem, obviously, NFL 2K3, and Super Mario Sunshine. Oh man. Oh, there's some slowdown. Get out of the sludge, Mario.
Power-up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data.
Super Mario Sunshine runs okay. I mean, we can fiddle with the settings, tweak it some more. Let's get some NFL football playing.
Hi there, welcome to Sports Center. I'm Dan Patrick. Plenty of good stuff to get to.
Neat. Oops. Okay, so that didn't work. I think your GameCube and your PlayStation 2 is going to be real hit or miss, you know what I mean? That's a very vibrant 5-inch screen. Even if it does get smudged real easy. Now this might be okay for like GameCube JRPGs. Well, Gary, what did we learn? We learned that the RGB10Max3 Pro, 3 hearts because they love you, is a fairly cheap $115 ergonomic 5-inch screen handheld that'll play everything up to some minimal GameCube and PS2. Boy, it handles PSP like a dream. You can run stuff at 2x or 3x and it looks beautiful. The screen itself is beautiful. It's vibrant. It's lovely. This is a pre-release model that they sent out on accident, and I got through a spy or just someone who ordered an RK 2023 and they sent him this one instead on accident. But it's supposed to be shipping out now with JELOS. I think that's one of the reasons why they've delayed the shipment, is that they're trying to tweak the build. But it's an awful lot for $115. The handheld itself has a very nice feel to it. It's not cheap. It's not weak. The plastic itself is sturdy. The buttons are all in a relatively intelligent location. The volume up and down is kind of weird that it's in the middle, but at least volume up is on the right and volume down is on the left. Nothing is unnecessarily loud like the buttons in the X55. Everything's it's serviceable. It's nice. I actually like this beige color. The other color options I haven't seen in person, obviously, but I like this beige color. To me, it looks khaki, but they're calling it beige. It's less powerful than the T618 stuff that's been coming out. But again, for $115 with free shipping right now from PowKiddy, can't beat that with a stick. It's a crowded market, and little things are probably going to be what tip you one way or the other, especially when the price difference can be minuscule sometimes. But this sucker, it's got a lot going for it. But it is, of course, made by our friends at PowKiddy. So there's a huge, obvious problem. And the problem with this is it doesn't have a Wi-Fi chip. And it doesn't have a Bluetooth chip. So the solution is to get an adapter and then to get a converter, because they don't make USB-C Wi-Fi adapters. I've looked. You get the USB-A to the USB-C converter, and you plug that in and you walk around with this big old dongle on the top of your machine. You know, for an older handheld that's very cheap, like the 351p, I can live without the Wi-Fi. I like the Wi-Fi. I probably would end up getting a dongle anyway. But for this, $115, you can play a little bit of GameCube and PS2 in August of 2023, and you don't have Wi-Fi? Good Lord. That's PowKiddy. Just a very obvious and confusing mistake. They're going to save, I don't know what, $4 or $5 and probably cost themselves in sales, because a lot of people, it doesn't have Wi-Fi, doesn't have Bluetooth, you ain't gonna buy it, even if it is otherwise a very good handheld. And this is otherwise a very good handheld. Now me, Gary, Jack the Cat, and the whole Retro Handhelds crew are going to be digging into this. I'm gonna release a more comprehensive video where I try to figure out all the Aether settings and squeeze out as much performance as I can with PlayStation 2 and some GameCube. Now my first impression is pretty good if you can get past the fact that there's no Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Bluetooth, okay. I'll plug my headphones in. I'm probably not going to be using a third-party, a remote controller when I'm a million years old. I'm not going to be using a gamepad to play this game because, it has buttons on it. So the Bluetooth, but the Wi-Fi, good Lord. How am I supposed to do my retro achievements? How am I supposed to scrape my box art? You're telling me I got to go all the way back to the far-off, distant year of 2020 where those sort of things were expected. If it didn't have the issue with the Wi-Fi, I would say unequivocally just go buy it. You want something for $115 with a beautiful 5-inch screen that can play everything all the way through 2x PSP. And now, not every PlayStation game is going to work JLash, Valkyrie Profile. But, you play all the way through the library. I get a lot of, if not most, of the PSP running at 2x. And then, dip your toes into the GameCube and PS2 world. For $115, I'd say buy it. But there's no Wi-Fi. So, PowKiddy, all you had to do is put Wi-Fi on there. You were so close. Gary, put the GIF up. Oh, boy, you were so close. You almost had it. But then you went and you goofed it up a little bit. I like it. I really like it. It's just the Wi-Fi is killing me. You're killing me with this Wi-Fi, PowKiddy. So if you can live without Wi-Fi, go ahead and buy it. It's really good. I mean, there's not a lot of qualms outside of that dang screen smudge monster, and you should probably buy some of these, right? So you can get your SD card out. But other than that, it's great. But then there's no Wi-Fi, so. Now Now, you know, knowing PowKiddy, they're probably going to come out with a RGB10Max3 Pro Plus in, I don't know, a month, and it's only going to cost $110, and it will have Wi-Fi. And then if that's the case, go ahead and buy it. I would buy that 100%. That's beautiful. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a firmer position after the second video, so stay tuned for that. If you like the video, subscribe and like and comment and all that jazz. You know what to do. It helps. And then remember, take care of yourself, take care of your handhelds, take care of PowKiddy, because someone over there is having some real trouble.